All right, I am going to go through the vinyl sticker project. Pay attention to the fast forward menu on the screen. If you are at a different spot, you can just fast forward to that so you don't have to watch the whole thing. So first off, what are we actually making here? What is a vinyl sticker? I try to have some examples here, but pretty much it's a one color sticker that can go on um, pretty much anything that a normal sticker would stick to. Most commonly, this is seen on windows of vehicles, anything made of glass, storefronts. I have a back of a car here, game console stickers, um, a snowmobile, four wheeler, skateboard. The list goes on and on. So on Illustrator, when you're making your canvas, remember that it's going to be just one color. Okay, the first thing is canvas setup. Now, for the first time ever, we are extending the size of the canvas. It is now going to be 12 by 6. Make sure you're in inches. And the reason for that is we want to have two sticker designs. One is going to be for you, and one is going to be to give away. Now, they don't have to be the same, even though mine are. If you were a big Chevy person, but your friend is not, and they want to do a Ford one, you could have different stickers side by side. If you have something smaller that you wanted to put your sticker on, um, like a cell phone case or something along the lines of that, you could have multiple stickers on this space. Pretty much this whole canvas is for you to put stickers on, however many that is going to be. Keep in mind that Control R brings up your rulers, and that is going to help you size this. And also when you're making stuff bigger and smaller, it'll tell you right by where you're dragging it out how big it actually is. So mine is 5.19 by 5.29 right now. A couple hints here. Avoid crazy amounts of detail. Dreamweaver, Chicago Blackhawks logos, small fonts. You probably want your font above size 36. And the reason for that is you have to peel up the vinyl. It's called weeding. You have to peel up the vinyl that doesn't belong. So you'd be peeling up like inside of the R, inside of the I here. And it gets really difficult when you have small things. The dandelions with the quote, flowers, things like that. Everything is reduced down to one color. And a lot of times it's just easier to make that color black when you're just doing the image trace. And then you insert the color vinyl that you want into the machine. So even though it's black on here, you can have that. You just put whatever color vinyl you want in, and then it makes it that color. It doesn't matter what color it is on here. And then I mentioned that the one for you, one to give away. Making two, either the same thing or different. And if you have one, and you just want to duplicate that, all you have to do is highlight over the whole thing and hold down the Alt key, and you can drag a copy over. When it's time to save, we have to get it on the computer that is running the vinyl. So this needs to be a JPEG. And again, there is no file save as option for that for JPEG. You have to go down to export and go to export as. And then this is where you will see JPEG. And then you are going to upload that design into Google Classroom so that we have access to it on the other computer. All right, I'm going to go through machine setup here. I'll try to get to where you can see. So when you're loading in your piece of vinyl, it comes into the back, and you do have a little lever right here, which raises and lowers the wheels. Now the wheels need to be lined up with these white tabs on there, or it will not work. So around here, there are various white tabs in which these wheels can go on. And when you bring your vinyl through, what you want to do is make sure that it is even on this side that distance is the same as it is on the back. So usually I count 1, 2, 3 little tabs, and I make sure it's the same on the back there too. And then I place the wheels where they should go, kind of towards the end there, but on the white areas where it'll work. Once you have it on there, you can lock it in with the tab there, and then I will go over to this screen here. Because it is set up to get it back to where it can be normal, you just hit menu, and hit enter. And that's going to reset this. And then you want to just go to where it says roll. Now, if you have a little piece, you can change this, and it can be either piece or roll. In my case, though, I have quite a bit, so I'm going to change that into where it says roll, and then hit enter. It will go there. It'll tell you how wide your vinyl is on there. That's all you have to do for the setup. All right, so now that your vinyl is set up, I want to go over what to do on the Cut Studio program. It is the little R icon down there. It is not on the main computer here, but if you go down into here, you can see it under Roland CutStudios, and then it's right there. So when you open it up, the first thing you want to do is go into File and go into Cutting Setup. Once you're here, you should see the name of the vinyl cutter. It's Roland GS-24, and you want to click on Change. And this is going to tell you it should line up with the same width that you have on the vinyl cutter that you set up. So just click on Get from Machine, and it'll change it to that width there, and then you go to inches. Once you have that, you can press OK and OK, and that is going to change your canvas size in the program to the same size as the vinyl can cut on the machine. So now it's time to import your actual design. So you're going to click on the import button on top, and you should have downloaded your design off of Classroom, and you should see it in the downloads folder. I have mine on a USB, so it's a little different, but yours should be right in there. And click on it and go to open. Now when it comes in, it's a really good chance it's going to be too big, but that's okay. You can zoom in and out with by using 2 fingers on the mouse pad and just going in and out with it. What you want to do is right click on your design and go to Image Outline. This will pop up and you're going to click on Extract Contour Lines, and that's going to assign cut lines around your entire design. Now once you do that, if you click on something and drag off of it, you'll actually have 2 designs here. The outline is what we want. Those are the knife marks, and the original one that we pasted in we do not need anymore, so we can just press the delete key on that. Now we want to resize this so it actually fits on there. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can make sure the keep aspect box is checked, and you can just manually type in a size on here, or you can just grab a corner and hold down shift, and you can resize it that way so it fits onto the canvas. The very bottom is where you want to line it up with. That is kind of where your vinyl is loaded, and you just want to make sure it's not going off of the edges anywhere. So once you have that, you are all set up, and you can go to cutting, and if it all looks good on there, you can press OK, and then it will begin to cut out on the vinyl cutter. So once it's done, you have a lever right here that is going to raise the wheels. You want to raise that, and you just want to cut straight across wherever your sticker ends. You don't want to leave a little piece hanging on the end there. So you're going to cut straight across, and then you are ready to weed. Okay, now it's time to do what is called weeding. I have the cut marks on my sticker on here. You can barely see them on the computer, but what you want to do now is you want to remove what vinyl doesn't belong. So if you're looking at your design on your computer, the black is what stays and the white is what gets peeled up. So what I'm going to kind of do to start is very carefully, I'm going to start peeling. And if I see, really helps to have an X-Acto knife. If I see an area that doesn't want to peel up, I'm going to kind of stick that down and kind of work through my sticker design this way. And remove what vinyl does not belong. Really common mistake you see is that a student will be kind of doing this and they'll accidentally stick down a sticky part onto something that's supposed to come up, and that will peel up with it. So try to avoid that. You can see where my A just came up on the Blue Jay. So I'm going to stick it back down and try to get it to go where it should go. And then I would work through and peel up the insides of the letters, the B's and the R's there, and get it to where it's complete. So now it's time for transfer tape. What I'm going to do is take a piece of tape that's a little bit bigger than my design, and I am going to cut that. And now I am going to stick it on the table where one side is down and the other side is up. I'll try to do this from the side here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my sticker underneath here, and I am going to try to just go right down the middle and avoid any air bubbles and kind of keep this side up until I work down towards it, and then smooth out the rest of it as I go. Now there are devices here to help with this. So after I have that, I want to avoid all the air bubbles. So now I'm going to be working this out. Like that. And then what you can do is you can cut around the excess. So that you're left with this, and then you can cut your two stickers apart. You leave it like this until it's time to apply. The concept behind this is the transfer tape is stickier than the backing, so when you go to peel it, this is now ready to go on whatever it's going to stick on. And then you would peel off the transfer tape, and then your vinyl sticker just stays on there.